wanted to do an AMA. So if anyone has any questions for Chris, especially because he's a rare guest on my stream and doesn't stream himself, so definitely ask Chris anything. Oh, there's another hype train happening. Thanks, guys. Ask me anything. Ask Kat anything. If you guys want to know some stuff while we digest, I think this would be a good time. So we're here for that. And thanks again for all the love. Again, it's gonna all go to our team goal, which we might pass soon, actually.
Yeah, actually, we might have already because I don't think that includes Google's match because my mom said Google won a match $12.50.
That's a fair amount.
So I don't even know what the true total is.
So Chris's mom works at Google, and Google is gonna match $1,250 from her end, and I think that she's donated that much or
she's
more.
donated at least $1,000.
So the $1,250 we can add to our total. Thank you, everyone. Big ass hype train, everyone. Really appreciate it. Wait, let's see. I can actually get the donation bar on this scene as well, so we can see what is going on. Yeah, that thing is close to that goal for sure.
What does that say right there?
Make it bigger. Bigger. This. 32.45.
So that doesn't count. That doesn't count the
For
500 from
$12.50.
my mom.
Yeah. So 37.
And plus 1,000.
40. It's a 5K basically.
And then plus 1,250.
Oh my God! We're at
6,000.
6K. That's insane. Holy moly. That's insane. Yo, what's up, Jesse? Thank you so much, man. You missed some insane scores from Chris earlier. That's for sure. Yo, this shirt's this is a medium, and it's just like yeah. We're small now. It's insane.
Are you sure that's medium?
I think yeah.
It really looks like that's a large. Fuck. I was about to say that
Damn
look
it.
like a medium.
Fuck.
This is a medium.
Okay, so we got a couple questions now. So Casey, what do you think is the best thing to do to prepare for a tournament?
Just any tournament, like a DDR
Probably
tournament?
a DDR tournament. It's Casey, so.
Yeah. Study all the charts in Stepmania. That's what I do. Find the sections of the song that you're unfamiliar with, slow it down, play it on repeat, Stepmania, get it down. Do sample card draws.
That was going to be my suggestion.
That's
I really
good
believe
too.
in that.
Seeing since it's kind of like pseudo-random, some songs come up more, and if you just see, like, oh, this song is coming up a lot, so I'm going to practice it. Like, things like a legal function call, like, would show up all the time.
And why would you play that normally?
So, like, I remember that,
So
and I
sad.
practiced it before. I don't remember which tournament, but a legal function call came up so many times in a previous tournament, and I was like, okay, I'm going to practice a legal function call because I see it all the time.
Yeah.
Then, lo and behold, the next tournament of legal function call came up, and I played it, and it went well. Or at least someone played it, I forgot, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think the themes that Chris highlighted are A, shore up your weaknesses, right? That's the first part. And then B or 2, I forget if I said A or 1 first. But B or 2 is get the tournament practice in, right? So like, what's the best way to practice for a card draw tournament? Go do card draws, right? It's like, when you think about it, it's like really obvious, but people I think are afraid to like stress themselves out when they play DDR, but that's what a tournament is. A tournament is stress.
Yeah.
So get that stress practice in early. Also, I feel like if you've ever wanted to make a decision by flipping a coin, the psychology behind it is like, you know what result you want when the coin's in the air. Like that is like the best part of flipping a coin. And so like I think doing a card draw is like, going back to what Chris said, when you do a card draw, you see that like Tohoku evolves 17 and you're like, oh my god, I don't want to play that. But that's the whole point of doing the card draw.
Yeah.
Is like you instantly know what you suck at, and like that's what you gotta practice. So yeah, I think that's we think the same thing. I just said it longer. Let's see. We got your favorite way to prepare corn.
Well, I don't know how to prepare corn.
I don't think Chris
I don't
cooks anything.
Yeah.
I don't really like corn. I guess I would say a lot of butter and garlic in like some kind of saute fashion. Kat, what would you say? Popcorn?
I love popcorn. I would also say grilled. I love
Oh yeah.
when it's cooked on the barbecue.
Corn on the cob's really
yummy.
good.
Yeah, corn on the cob on the
When
barbecue.
you like dip it in a little butter.
Yeah. And when it's like has that little bit of charredness from the barbecue, it's
What's the Mexican? Oh yes, elote. Yes, elote.
oh.
Very good. I like elote a lot. That's very good.
I mean, I would say your favorite form of corn is as a tortilla.
Oh yeah. Like there's nothing okay. So first of all, Mexican food is best food by far, in my opinion. And then there's nothing I love more in good Mexican food than like a fresh made corn tortilla. Like oh my god. Getting that masa just right, and then like you put some fresh like carne asada on there with some red onions. Oh my god, Mexican food is just the best food, bar none. Tier 0, S tier, AAA plus, FA plus, all fantastics. First try every time. What have we been up to since quarantine started?
Well, the answer's easy for me. I've just been working from home and playing Sound Voltex. Like, that's it. I've been playing like 3 months of straight Sound Voltex, like 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
I think I play Sound Voltex more than I work, to be honest.
I've been cooking a lot. It's like my new hobby. I got laid off from my job as a researcher at Cruise, which is a self-driving car company. There were 8% of us that got hit, so pretty big chunk of the staff, which sucks because I really liked my job and my boss. But yeah, that's thrown me for a loop. But I'm lucky and fortunate enough to have pretty big savings, so I'm financially okay. It's just the stress of interviewing and the uncertainty of like when I'm going to start work again and all that. So. It's been interesting, that's for sure. But I've gotten a lot closer to Kat, my girlfriend. It's been, just really awesome. It's been really awesome playing DDR with her, and like she's gotten super good now. And we've been bonding with our cats, and our cats have been bonding with us. We haven't lived together for super long, so we being the 4 of us, I guess, cats and me and my girlfriend.
A year and 2 days.
So it's just been that's been really nice.
Yeah.
Sup Chris, been on a big ass YouTube binge the past few days. I'm coming back to DDR. What is harder, Fascination Max no bar or 18 and 19 footers?
Well, there's a big difference between 18 and 19 footers.
Yeah.
Fax no bar.
Maybe Fax no bar and 18 footers.
Probably. That depends what 18 footer, but Fax no bar is pretty hard. I don't know. I'd say Fax no bar probably. But 19s are for sure harder. Like way harder. 19s are in like a different like orbit of everything else.
For sure. Spoody, I'm now seeing that you can't chat. LF Kingdom, how do you, Bromead, how do you keep your blood sugar levels in check during long tournament days? That is a great question. I never mind talking about diabetes, ever. So if you don't know, I'm a type 1 diabetic, and I've had it for 15 years. I was diagnosed when I was 18. I have a Dexcom G6 that, I have my blood sugar levels on my watch, where I wear an Apple Watch. My blood sugar levels on there. And so that lets me basically have a ongoing snapshot, ongoing graph of where my blood sugar's at. I always have glucose tabs and Gatorade when I'm at tournaments. I also have Cliff Bars. Cliff Bars have like a really high glycemic index, so when I eat one, it'll spike my blood sugar up like by 50 points immediately. So it's a really good way to get like sustained blood sugar increase if I'm like really low. But yeah, I think I never talk about it because I don't feel like, I don't know, I only have so many spoons and I'm like too tired to be a diabetic ambassador also. But like playing with diabetes is hard, and I've lost tournament matches because I've had low blood sugar. There have been times where I've had to give up because I was like about to pass out or something. So it sucks. It's part of my character. I don't know. No, that's not the right word. It's part of the things I have to deal with. So I make it work. I think having the Dexcom G6 really helps though. Let's see. Both of you. Do you think this forced time away from A20 will help your mental game at all? Alleviate any feelings of burnout? Can't wait for you guys to kill it with new records when we get back to the arcades. I think, just real quick, my answer is real quick. My mental game is probably the best it's ever been. And I think that playing nonstop tech ITG is going to make A20 feel really easy. So I'm looking forward to that skill basically overlapping.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to get back to it. I don't know when I'll get back to it because, this whole COVID thing. I was thinking about training ITG in the meantime just so my legs don't atrophy. But yeah, breaks from anything helps mental blocks, like for sure, in any game. So yeah, hopefully I can get back to playing DDR at some point and AAA the 19s, which I was trying to do right before COVID happened. I was actually one grade away from AAA and OTP CSP, and that was the day, the last day. That was the day that it was declared a global pandemic. Yeah. And then I was like, well, I probably can't go to round one anymore, and so that was that. So hopefully I'll get back to that at some point.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Carpe, you're the best. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. We do it for the people. Blue Chows. Reactions to Hibiki's OTP 995K.
Dude, he rips.
Hibiki is just the best 19 player in the world right now.
I can't even deny it.
And that's my final take.
So the thing is that my best on every section of OTP CSP looked like that. He just my absolute best on every section. He just did it
in one run.
If I had a perfect run of I did everything my best, it would look like that. But it's so hard when it's only 1 out of every 50 times I get this particular section, and imagine that for all these different sections, and just to do it all in one section is so hard. And he just did it all in one go, and that was that. And so it was kind of ridiculous. He FC'd pretty much everything besides the 840 run. And the miss that he got was on a freeze arrow, so he got 2 misses. That was 3,000 points, and it was just one of the tail jumps towards the beginning. So if he had hit that arrow, it would have been 998.
God, 998 on OTP challenge.
He missed that one miss was 3,000 points because he missed the hold with it too. It was nuts.
Wow.
That would have been rest in peace.
It already is rest in peace. Who are you gonna get 995? Let me show me your 995.
My best on every section would be 995. It's just doing it all in one is really, really hard. Really hard.
I would love to see. I don't know if he's still in the chat, but I would love to see Seth Happy Feets try to play some of these 19s because his pump, he's off the charts on pump. So
he would destroy it.
I would love to see. Honestly, I would love to see JJ Calimist play some 19s. I would love to see some of the old school ITG players play some of these 19s. I think Hibiki is showing that the ceiling is yet to be touched. Hibiki, that would be my answer, Dalton. Hibiki is showing us that the ceiling is a lot higher than we thought it was. That's Fashao.
And Nicalimus is like a national runner, like wins.
He finished
like
in the top.
Olympian,
Dude, he finished in the top 200 of the long distance
If he
Olympic
came back
trials.
to dance games, he would just destroy. His legs are probably
Absolutely.
so trained. His whole core is probably so trained right now.
I bet he also has had amazing foot speed forever. I bet he could just pass a 28 like first try. I bet he could just pass an ITG 28.
Because
like,
if he's running like marathons and shit,
he just go.
He was doing that all before he was like a pro runner, right? Now he's just he was doing that like if you listen to the Aero panel with Ian talks about how we were talking with Ian about how like JJ had like he was like the first person to pass a 2-hour song, I think. Yeah, it was like the 140 stream or something.
Yeah, and he just like muted a game and just like put some random music on. It's ridiculous human. True play?
Are there any more questions?
We got to all of them.
Yo, Devin, what's up? I want to see Pickles bring it back. The
Pickles!
1X.
Nick Hero, we missed this one. With Chris, with Japan being able to play more than we can, do you see the scores popping up as motivation, or are you nervous as fuck?
It makes me not want to sit on my ass, and it made me want to get up and play dance games so I don't fall behind, because it is a little intimidating. Especially, I feel like KC qualifying will start in like 5 months, so I need to start ripping some hard shit, whether it be an ITG or DDR.
Yeah.
Maybe I think I need to work on my foot speed. I think I need to play some 240 stuff on ITG, and then come back and rip Valkyrie Mention, because I feel like that's my bottleneck right now, is that intro run.
Well, then you should play 260 stuff, so then 240 is a joke.
Yeah.
Elamenga, Dimo and Chris, what are your thoughts on Ichika's Bimani 2020 songs? Silly Love is one of the greatest songs in Bimani.
Actually, I haven't heard any of them yet, except B, because I just know it from SoundCloud text. Other than that, I haven't heard the other ones.
Yeah, Silly Love is one of my favorite heroic first songs, and I think one of the best songs in Bimani history for sure.
I heard it was good.
Diddy Mouse is an incredible producer. I don't really have any opinions on any of the other songs. Fresca, thank you. Appreciate it. We got you, Nick. We got you. Sigma, thanks for the follow. Chris, have you played more SMX?
I have not played. I heard a lot of bangers got added, but I have not played them.
What are your favorite songs in DDR? What charts? I guess those are different questions to me. Favorite music and favorite charts are different, I think.
Over the Period is one of my favorite songs. I like the 18 a lot too. I have to see a list, honestly. I don't know. It's hard to just think of them off the top of my head.
Yeah. My favorite song.
Chrono Walk With You remix. The 14. That might be. That's like my go-to warm-up song. The Chrono Walk With You remix. The 14.
Great song.
What were you gonna say? I interrupted you.
No, it's all good. My favorite song in DDR history is in the Gold League, which is "The World Ends Now."
Oh.
That is my favorite song.
That's a banger.
In DDR, and I love the chart. The chart's super hype. Oh my god! I thought I was gonna get Chris's record. I think Chris has 1 or 2 on it, and I had such a good run, and I ended with 8. I was so salty. 8 perfects.
My 1 perfect was in.
1 perfect, yeah, okay.
On the fucking.
This song is so fun. But I love all, I think A20 is the best mix of all time. A20 is amazing.
Oh, there's so many good, the
so
song
many
list,
it's
incredible. They crushed it.
And I hate that Golden League is unplayable on Whitecaps, because I would have all MFCs on all those songs, because I love them so much.
They nailed it with the song contest.
So good.
And the charts are not bad either.
Charts are really fun.
Yeah.
I would say a modern chart, my favorite chart is I Love You, probably. Or World Ends Now, one of those. Old school charts, I would say Witch Doctor is probably my favorite old school chart.
Old school, Cartoon Heroes is my favorite.
Yeah, great choice.
That song's always been my go-to. It's like my spirit song. Actually,
Spirit song.
Actually, I think that might be Max.
My Patronus song.
Max Unlimited's my Patronus for sure. It comes to me in a pinch every single time. I feel like every single grand finals, even an ace, it comes up in the card draw. Even an ace.
My favorite moments with Chris at tournaments, and we go to all the same tournaments at this point. My favorite moments are like every single grand final.
No matter if it's ace or extreme.
Any game, it doesn't matter. If it's DDR and it has a Max Unlimited or an Egoism in the game, Chris will card draw either or both of those, and then just literally do this. He'll text me with just a screenshot of the card draw, and then look at me like this. He'll be like. It's just the funniest. I live for that every single tournament. He gets that, and I get those texts every single time. It's so funny.
It's Max Unlimited, always there for me.
It's Boys to Men, dude. Max Unlimited is actually Boys to Men.
What do you think? I do plan to revisit the Endymion CSP world record. That was actually on my to-do list before COVID happened. I was trying to AAA all the 19s. That was one of the things I will eventually do.
That was from Fusion. Fusion asked if Chris was going to go for the Endymion CSP record. So John Desire, which players do you guys remember looking up to back when you started getting DDR? Do you have any funny stories about watching old videos?
Oh, that's easy. Kevbo. When I first started, I saw his Max Unlimited. Back when I could barely even double A Max Unlimited, I saw his Max Unlimited AAA video, and I was like, I really, really want to do that. And it was just very inspiring. And I always looked up to Kevin. Still do, actually. He's just a role model, with whether it be attitude, just his way of looking at the game. It's just very, it's good. I think everyone should be like that.
Yep.
Honestly.
+1, Kevbo is by far my number one rival. His progression on the 18s has been GOAT status. I also look up to him a lot, just like Chris said. And just the fact that I can hang with him, I'm not rubbing this in, I'm just stating facts. I have a winning record against him in DDR tournaments. That to me seems like an absolutely BS statement. That should not be the case. And the only reason why that's the case is because Kevin pushes me to be better. And I feel like his personality he's so warm. He's such a warm person. And, we're so lucky in our game to have people like Chris and Kevin who are just not only some of the best, but also some of the nicest people. So I love that. And so for many reasons, yeah, I love that Kevin is one of my rivals and my number one rival for sure. Goals AF, dude. He PFC'd 90% of the 18s in a month. It was absolutely unbelievable. And I'm struggling to get number 4.
14 perfects on May.
World record is so insane, dude. Give me a break. So yeah, I agree with Kevin. My other answers, I would say, my Kevin back in the day was Duck Amuck. We would basically take turns winning SoCal tournaments, and we were definitely Larry Bird and Magic kind of frenemy, best frenemies. We're when we got on the pads, it was every metagame option, every min-max kind of thing that we could think of, but we hung out all the time. I just love the guy to this day. And we were both groomsmen at Tiz's wedding, which was an awesome experience, and I just love him so much. So Duck Amuck, and nowadays it's definitely Kevbo for sure, and Chris. Honestly, Chris is such a good role model. If you ever want to feel you don't know shit about practicing DDR, just go to the arcade with Chris and just see what he does for 3 hours. So yeah, no, I give Chris major props, and like my 2020 goal before COVID was to just like beat Chris in a match. So that's still my goal. I think it can happen if I get the right card draw, but if he keeps flopping egoism, it's never.
I mean, if we're doing like 14s to 16s, you could very well do it.
Thanks, man. Omid, play some Go 60 Go when you get warmed up. Okay, sure.
I'm down.
If Konami let you replace one chart with a chart of your own, which would you pick, and what kind of chart would you rate?
Like an existing chart that I have made, or
you could
like,
you could make one.
Oh, like if I could make one.
Yeah.
Trying to think of like the most egregiously undercharted song.
Yeah, I have to think about that. Let me go to the game scene.
I would say
let me go to the game scene.
Maybe like Sterling Silver. It's so undercharted. I mean, I already have a Far East Nightbird Chorus K remix. And I have Kiss 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 AKBK or whatever. File for that. I don't. It's probably not on this machine, but it exists. I think I would like that to be in DDR. Oh, a Heron. I have a chart to Heron. I don't know if it's on this machine.
I don't know what I would pick. I would say. I'm trying to basically what I'm trying to go through in my head is what is the song I like the most and the chart I like the least, and it's a really hard mental process. Maybe Skywalking. I think the Skywalking chart sucks, but the song is a banger.
Oh, Soda Galaxy is also.
Soda Galaxy
it's
too.
So undercharted.
Starry Sky also. Starry Sky is a great song.
Maybe am I thinking of Soda Galaxy or am I thinking of Starry Sky? One of them was like it's a 12 that sounds like an 18. Is that Soda Galaxy? Or is that Starry Sky?
Starry Sky.
It sounds like an 18. That's